This is my impression of kind of an out-of-touch British guy turning down his date for sex. You took me out to this fancy place, expecting me to get jiggy with you. No. There's nothing says I'll need to get jiggy with you. A little something I've learned about myself in my 33 years of age. As long as the place smells good, I'll hang out. Our elevator recently went from smelling like a mover's chest. It's like if someone who just worked out walked into a sleeping mouth. That's what the elevator smelled like. And then the other day, they cleaned it up, and then it smelled like lavender. And I went from the third floor to the first floor, and I just stayed. The door opened, and I was like, I'm going to hang out. And I think that did it for me. Why would any other place be any different? Expecting me to get jiggy with you. This is another crosswalk-related confrontation. If you ever want to test your faith in humanity, cross the street at one of those crosswalks that doesn't have a light associated with it. They're just good luck crosswalks. They're kind of in the middle of the street, and you start going, you start walking, and the idea is any cars coming will stop for you if they're halfway decent people. So I was doing that the other day, and I was halfway across the street, and a woman buzzed the tower, requesting flyby. Negative, Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. The most interesting part is as she was going through, she held up her hand like, sorry, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this. That baffled me, because for you to put your hand up and say sorry as you're driving by somebody in a crosswalk, that means several hundred things. First of all, you're not sorry. So fix your hand. Second of all, for you to think that, here's what else. Your mind must work so fast. You're saying, I'm driving and there's somebody in the street, and I know that I should stop, but I'm not going to stop. And I know the rules, and I'm not going to follow the rules. And I know that that person knows that I know that. So I'm going to put up my hand, and I'm going to communicate to that person. I know that I'm not supposed to be doing this. You know that I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, and I'm very sorry. Your mind must work so fast. You have a scientist mind. You should go work for NASA. And one day, as you're floating around space in your spaceship, I hope you fly that thing right into the sun. Because you're a piece of shit. We moved a couple weeks ago, and moving is so weird, and you don't realize how weird it is until you come home late and everything is different. We lived in that other place for like 4 years, maybe 3 or 4 years, and you kind of know the neighbors, and you know where everybody's at, and you know certain people's schedules because you see them or you don't see them. And then you come home late. I came home late the other night after a show, and I was like, there are more apartments filled with more strangers, and I don't know anyone here. And everyone, you close your doors, you're in your own little world. But behind these doors, it's a bunch of different people in a bunch of different apartments in their own different worlds, and everyone's on top of each other. I was putting my key into the door. That's where you put your key. And the hallway is long. I look down the hallway, and I'm like, there could be a wolf at the other end of the hallway. There could be a wolf, and I could be unaware of the wolf. And the point is that could just be what happens here. We just moved in. We signed a bunch of papers. Article 59 and on page 98 could have said, and on Thursday, the wolf comes out. Legally. And we would have no idea. I'd be like, okay. Hello, we're new. If you're anything like me, you're tired of getting tricked by doors. I'm getting tricked by doors all the time. If it doesn't say push or pull on the handle, oof, rough start to the day. And sometimes doors are like way heavier than you're anticipating them being. Some got that power steering. Bam. Right. And then others are like, when was the last time this was opened? Rusty hinges. No one's ever struggled with a door to no audience. Somebody is always there to see it, whether it's on a security camera or you're surrounded by people. There's always an audience. So now what I do is I'll take hold of the door and I'll take a deep breath in. So it always looks like whatever's on the other side of the door is the most important decision of my life. I'm going to make the most important decision of my life. And it's very dramatic. And who's going to make fun of you for that? They're going to be like, that guy has something important to do on the other. We better give him his proper respect and distance. I don't know if it's worked, but I just don't like getting tricked by doors. Thank you so much for joining us today. So many fun things on the docket coming up. What is a docket? Send me a picture of a docket. Put it in the link in the comments below. On the 15th of next month, the third Saturday of next month, it's the Friends and Friends show. Me, Elliot Morgan, Andrew Dowman, Steve Zaragoza will be there. I'll put a link to tickets below. You can go ahead and get those. Those have been really fun. If you're too far away to see it and you want to see it, you could join my channel down below. There's a button to join the channel. You can click on that, and then you'll be sent a video of a full one of those shows so you can see what it's like. Thank you so much to the people who've joined the channel recently. All of their names are probably on the screen right now in the credits. Thank you to all these people and all the people that will come up after them and have before them as well. Also, I'm going to Canada at the end of September. And you can come out and see me do stand-up at the Corner Comedy Club. There's the Corner Comedy Club East, and the Niagara Falls. And there's a bunch of tickets left for a bunch of those shows. I'm doing like 11 shows, and it's going to be really fun. You could find tickets for those either below or on myfalzone.com. Hey, do you like this show? Huh? Do you like the show enough to wear a t-shirt about it? If the answer is yes, you go to dftba.com, and that's where they got it. All right?